Can I come in?
Please come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You are Nishant Gupta?
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat, Nishant.
Thank you, sir.
Can you give us a brief introduction, please?
Sir, my name is Nishant Gupta. I belong from Lucknow. I've done my schooling from St. Francis College in Lucknow. Thereafter, I've pursued my graduation in mechanical from JSS Noida. After that, sir, I pursued my MBA from Wellington Institute of Management in Mumbai. After that, I have worked for 6 months in Bharti Realty as a senior executive. And since then, I've been preparing in UPSC. And so this is my second attempt.
And first interview?
Yes, sir.
Now, Nishant, with that kind of a background, you have done BTech and MBA.
Yes, sir.
The private sector would kill for a background like that. So what is your motivation for joining the civil services?
Sir, the inherent motivation, the inherent goal of joining the civil services has come from my father. I've always had that motivation. I've always seen him working towards having that goal. And sir, after that, when I went for my BTech and for my MBA, I wanted to have that inherent confidence in me that I am a good personality for that. And so once I got that feeling in myself, so then I decided to come and prepare for this exam, sir.
So you're fond of Avdi cuisine?
Yes, sir.
How is Lucknowi biryani different from Hyderabadi biryani?
Sir, Lucknowi biryani, basically, sir, the main difference is the biryani that...
Are you a veg or a non-veg?
Sir, I'm a non-veg.
Good.
Yes,
so you would be able to answer.
Yes, sir. Sir, the basic difference is that the Lucknowi biryani and Hyderabadi biryani, in Lucknowi biryani, the chicken or the mutton, whatever that we are using in the biryani, is made in the biryani itself. And in the Hyderabadi biryani, the chicken is prepared separately, the rice is prepared separately, and then they are added. But in Lucknowi biryani or the...
Which is the more spicy dish?
Sir, Hyderabadi one.
Definitely. Now, Lucknow.
Yes, sir.
I too belong to Lucknow.
Okay, sir.
And I too, by the way, have done my schooling in St. Francis.
Okay, sir.
So tell me, how did this town be named Lucknow? There are a number of stories, but the generally accepted one.
Sir, there are many stories about how the name Lucknow came about. But the most believed one is that this place, after Lord Ram came back after his exile and took over the kingship, this place he gave to his brother Lord Lakshman, and from there this place was called Lakhanpur, and eventually it started being called Lakhnauti, and with time the name changed to Lucknow.
You are seeing my name, how would you link it to Lucknow?
Sir, Kush was the name of son of Lord Ram, Love and Kush.
But you didn't link it to Lucknow.
Sir, given the fact that Lucknow is named after Lord Ram's younger brother.
So Kush will be what
relation would he be to Lord Lakshman?
Sir, in Hindi we call it Chacha, sir, in English.
English has a generic term for everything.
Uncle.
Right. So, Nishant.
Yes, sir.
Artificial intelligence. What do you understand by artificial intelligence?
Sir, artificial intelligence in very simple terms could be understood as a machine perceiving the human brain, perceiving certain codes and languages that are given it to it, and then performing the commands accordingly.
So, if I was to put before you this point of view that it has the potential to do more harm than good, would you be in agreement?
Sir, I think every new emerging technology has a potential of being both good for the society and bad for the society. Yes, if if not controlled properly, if not regulated properly, and if not harnessed properly, it can cause more damage than harm. But from what I see, sir, it has a lot of scope to improve human life, to make our life more equitable and more convenient. So if used properly, sir, I think it can be a good thing, sir.
Yes, but one futuristic survey says that something like 30 million jobs worldwide are at risk.
Yes, sir.
How would you respond to that? Worldwide unemployment levels would peak.
Yes, sir. So, yes, AI has a chance of being what is called as a destructive technology. It can take over certain manual labors. But, sir, given the scope that AI has, I think it can, on one hand, if it is taking away certain jobs, it can create a new avenue of generating more jobs as well. It can open more features. It can open up more new ventures, such as new startups coming up, AI being used in generative AI being used in multiple platforms. So I think, sir, if it is taking away jobs on one hand, it can generate multiple jobs on other hand as well.
Good. My final question to you. Do you think that RTI has been a game changer?
Sir, RTI has definitely helped normal citizen in getting the access of information, in being more connected towards the government, feeling a part of the democracy, and it has helped the society overall to grow. Certain like Bandhua Mazdoor case and certain other cases where RTI has helped judiciary to take certain recommendations and make certain laws as well. But definitely, sir, there are some scopes for RTI to improve, and if steps taken in that direction, I think RTI can help us generate even better equitable society, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Nishant.
Sir.
Religion apart, does Ayodhya make good business sense?
Sir, I think as UP has set itself a target of achieving 1 trillion economy by 2027, and one of its foundational pillars being tourist economy, I think Ayodhya will help UP generate revenue by bringing in more tourists, by bringing in, say...
What are the projections? Any projections made by any internationally acclaimed body about the potential?
Sir, sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it. I'll have to look into it.
You got to check it out.
I'll have to check it out, sir.
Okay. We are talking of the food and of the Awadh and Audh. Huh? Which ruler of Audh let the Marathas down and saw that the Maratha supremacy in the north ended with that?
Sir, Maratha supremacy in the north is said to have ended by Third Battle of Panipat in 1761, and in that battle against the Marathas, the Nawab of Awadh who fought was Shuja-ud-Daula. So we can say that he was one of the main reasons why Maratha fell down, because he had earlier said yes to join the Marathas but eventually turned his side.
But what was the reason for him joining the invaders?
Sir, the reasons that one of the reason was the Chauth and the Sardeshmukhi that were being continuously demanded by the Marathas, and second reason was eventually the religious affiliation he had, which because of which he joined the Afghans.
Okay, you have worked in a realty firm, being a mechanical engineer.
Yes, sir. Sir, after BTech, I didn't sit for the placement, sir. So I took a year off and then I prepared for my MBA exam. And after that, the placement that I got from my MBA was
What is loading factor
sir, I don't know.
in the buildings? You either sold buildings or you supervised construction. So loading factor you don't know.
Sir, my profile was basically about the, so we used to do the branding of our company, sir. My firm was Bharti Reality, And sir, the property that I was dealing was Aerocity.
Okay, all right. Let's say if I were to serve Nimish, when would I be serving Nimish in Lucknow?
Sir, Nimish, sir, I couldn't recollect.
Huh? It's an Avdhi dish.
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Find out. I
Definitely,
am not
sir.
going to tell you.
Definitely.
Find out. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, Nishant,
Yes, sir.
you are saying you watch European football.
Yes, sir.
Why European football?
Sir, I picked up the hobby of watching football when I was in my school. And at that time, sir, the only football that was available on television was
Okay.
European football.
So, what can you tell me about the recent Italian Cup, Italian Inter-Club Championship?
Yes,
What
sir.
happened?
Sir, recently the Supercoppa Italia happened 2 days before. The final was between Napoli and Inter Milan. And sir, Inter Milan won by a margin of 1-0.
Yeah.
And Lautaro Martinez was the goal scorer. He scored in the additional time.
But what was unique about this?
Sir, it was held in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but Inter Milan won it third consecutive time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Have you heard the latest utterance of Elon Musk on India?
Sir, I'm not aware of it.
Who is Elon Musk?
Sir, so according to Forbes, he's the richest man of the world, who also happens to be the owner of Tesla.
Okay. I am giving you a situation. You have 100-ton shikhar top of a temple,
Yes, sir.
and you have to take it up for your construction
Yes,
about 100 feet high from the ground.
Yes.
You are not allowed to use any crane or lift or anything. How will you take it?
Sir, we have a historical example of it, of the Brihadeshwar temple, where a ramp was built of 1.6 kilometers.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
it was,
What is the current market cap of India?
sir, market cap as in?
Market capitalization, the stock market capitalization.
Sir, the Sensex is of around, sir, it's 71,000 points on
Okay,
Sensex.
so market capitalization is total money which is invested or
Sir, I'm not aware, sir. I'll have to look into it.
okay. Look at the paper today.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between history and mythology?
Sir, in very simple terms, the difference could be said to be that history is something that happened, of which we have proof, of which we have some archaeological remains on which the study has been conducted, and mythology has some human belief that is added to it. So it is something that is real and something that is myth, mixture of both.
Okay, so what is real in Ramchandra's story, Ramcharitmanas, and should it be considered a myth or a reality?
Sir, there are historical remains, there are historical evidences that there was a kingdom of Kaushala. There was around 600 BC to 1000 BC, there was a settlement, there was a fortified settlement in that area. And we have remains of the bridge being built from India to Sri Lanka that has been certified. So yes, there are historical evidences about it, but to believe it in wholeheartedly, sir, I think of course there are some teachings, there are some beliefs, there are some foundational characteristics of a good human that have been inculcated in the stories and that have been passed down.
What are different sources for creating a history?
Sir, various sources for which one depends to interpret or decipher the history can be archaeological, can be literary, and in literary sources, sir, we have two sources. One is primary, one is secondary. Primary sources are the ones that have been written at that particular time. So, say Kalhan of Ras Tarangani for a particular period, it is a primary source, or Arthashastra of Kautilya, it was written in that period. And sir, secondary source is one that was written after the event happened, so such as Mudra Rakshas of Vishakadatta. And sir, in archaeological sources, we have remains of temples, remains of caves, potteries, ceramics, everything that we find in excavation and
Okay.
exploration.
What is BRICS Plus?
So BRICS Plus is a platform of international platform of countries that has been formed. BRICS is a synonym for 5 countries. That is.
That's okay. What is BRICS Plus?
Sir, other countries that are being added into it, sir.
Have they been added?
Sir, I don't want to. I'll have to look into it. I don't want to answer
And
this.
which are these countries? How many of them are being added?
Sir, I'll have to look into it.
Okay, all right.
Nishant, history optional. Indo-Islamic architecture.
Sir,
Tell me the Indo part and tell me the Islamic part.
Sir, Indo parts can the prominent Indo features in the Indo-Islamic architectures are the Chhajja, the Chhatri, the Jali, and the use of lotus and the flower motifs. And so the Islamic parts could be the arabesque engravings in the building, the use of tomb, the use of minaret, and the construction of things such as tombs and
And why do you think Indo-Islamic architecture, much of it, was red sandstone or marble?
Sir, the main reason was the stone that were easily available at that time. So sandstone was something that was available in UP around the Mathura region and the Chuna region of the Mirzapur. And as when the prosperity grew or when they had to build a prominent building, they switched to marble, such as seen in.
Now, because you mentioned Mathura,
Yes, sir.
similarities and differences between Mathura art and Gandhara art.
Sir, the similarities could be the religion. Both were prominently Buddhist, though the Mathura architecture had other religions also. But Gandhara architecture was mostly
Architecture or sculpture?
sculpture. My bad, sir. Mostly it was Buddhist based. Then other thing was coming to differences, sir. The stone that was used there was blue stucco, while in Mathura it was the sandstone. The halo behind the Buddha there was more prominent, while in Gandhara it was comparatively smaller. And in Gandhara art there were more Roman and Greek features, wherein the Mathura art there were more Indian features.
The main Lucknow railway station, Charbagh.
Yes, sir.
The significance of Charbagh.
Sir, Charbagh railway station is an architectural heritage for us, not only a railway station. It is more than 112 years old. And
Charbagh. Why Charbagh? Why not Shehbagh or Athbagh?
yes, sir. Sir, it was based on Indo-Saracenic architecture, so it had British and Gothic features of long minarets, and then the Charbagh was
Charbagh is Islamic or Saracenic?
sir, Saracenic.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, sir, but because it was built in the British period, so I think it was.
All right, my last question.
Sir.
An MBA is a diploma or a degree?
Sir, it depends on college. On some college it is a degree, in some college it is a diploma.
IIMs?
Sir, diploma.
Why can't they award it as a degree? A very logical reason.
Yes, sir. I don't know, sir. I'll have to look into it, sir.
Okay, which college awards a degree called MBA?
Sir, in during my preparation, I came across like Jamnalal Bajaj. Sir, it offers a degree, and there are few private colleges like Narsi Monji. They also offer a degree. But
So logically, a degree should be superior to a diploma, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yet IIMs are sort of the big name in
Yes, sir.
management. So how do you explain this paradox?
Sir, I'll have to look into it, sir. I'll have to look into it.
Nishant,
Sir,
let's say there is no UPSC, and you have to start hypothetical situation, and you want to start a business. What business you will start?
sir, as of now, I can think of a food business, or I'll have a
business.
restaurant or something.
Okay, you want to open a restaurant, and where will you open it?
Sir, in Lucknow.
In Lucknow only. Okay, tell me about ease of doing business index. What kind of, is it fair? The methodology used in ease of doing business index, is it fair?
Sir, I'm not exactly aware of the exact methodology that has been used, but I do know about the things like single window clearances and sir, the certifications that are involved, the land parcel clearing that are involved. So I think these are the broad parameters that do matter, but exact details, sir, I cannot say for sure unless and until I know it, sir.
Okay. Demand for electrical vehicles is increasing in India.
Yes, sir.
Apart from infrastructure, what kind of problems are we gonna face?
Sir, I think one of the major problem is going to be a societal acceptance factor about the electrical vehicles. So most of the people still feel a little reluctant about it. Second thing is going to be the electricity generation capacity, such as storage, battery storage capacities and charging capacities. And thirdly, sir, I think we'll also have to look into starting into a way of starting to manufacture them in India, so that the cost could be reduced a little, so that it is more feasible for the
Cost friendly.
most of the citizens of the India, sir. Because as of now, it is a bit costly.
Anything else?
Sir, we can also work on the efficiency. So suppose if now a vehicle is being charged and then it can run for say 6 hours or 8 hours, if we can in future make it say 12 hours or 1 day, it will obviously help the citizens as well as the government on saving the cost.
Okay. Nishant, one of your hobbies is playing cricket.
Yes, sir.
Why men cricket is more famous than women's cricket? What does it show?
I think, sir, the main reason about it could be the historical factors. The women cricket has started picking up in say 1 or 2 decades, while the men cricket has been going on for centuries. So for women cricket to reach there, it will still take a bit of time. But inherently, it shows the nature of the sport itself, I think. But now that the women cricket is being promoted, women IPL coming up, Women World Cup taking a toll, and other women platforms also being promoted, I think it will catch up in near future, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So Nishant, we come to the end of our formal interaction. A couple of questions and then we'll dive into the feedback session.
Sir.
When is your interview?
Sir, my date has not come yet.
How many mocks have you taken?
So this is my first mock.
Oh, this is your first. How many do you intend to take?
Sir, around 10.
I would suggest 10 is too large a number. Of course, it's your call.
Yes.
But like everything else, mocks are also subject to the law of diminishing returns.
Yes, sir.
I would suggest 5, 6 is a reasonable number. And what you could do is, closer, once your date comes out, then you could take a couple of them and maybe 1 or 2 before the date comes out.
Okay, sir.
So that should be enough.
Okay, sir.
Because as it is, you're a very good candidate.
Yeah.
I think that's the universal feeling around the room.
Thank you, sir.
Go and plant the flag of Lucknow and St. Francis on UPSC.
I'll try my best, sir.
So, just a couple of quick points. Firstly, you're sitting in a very rigid pose,
Yes, sir.
as though you're a convicted prisoner awaiting the death sentence. Anything that makes you comfortable.
Sir, I can keep my hands like this.
Anything, yeah, sure.
No, but this is like a little hunched.
Okay, sir.
You see, this is the problem also in mocks, that you get contradictory advice. Someone will tell you plant it like this and don't move an inch.
Yes, sir.
But it's always best to be relaxed and natural, because then the positive vibes which the candidate gives are much better.
Okay, sir.
You also need to be clean shaven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And your rather unruly mop of hair needs to be properly combed.
Yes, sir. Took a shampoo today, so it was fine, sir. I'll work on it,
So,
sir.
just let me tell you, Nishant, that
Yes, sir.
this is essentially not a test of knowledge per se. Each of those questions which is being asked with a specific purpose. It's like a key unlocking a particular facet of your personality. Now, the idea is to see and to assess whether you have officer-like qualities.
Sir.
So, we are looking firstly at integrity. So, don't guess. If you don't know, you don't know. No one's expected to know everything. Don't bluff, don't guess. Then we are looking at balanced opinions, logical thinking, lucid expression, conceptual clarity. We are looking at self-confidence and poise, and very important, awareness. So, of yourself, of your surroundings, of your district, state, nation, the world.
Sure.
Now, if you don't know a particular question, just say that, sir, I'll have to read about it. Don't let it affect your self-confidence, just move. In the time to come, I think what your preparation should be like, your time will be best spent if you take about 100 to 120 of these A4 size sheets. Think of the possible questions which can come your way, and they come from 3 or 4 main sources. One is your DAF, obviously,
Sir.
current events, your subject, and your job.
Okay, sir.
Make a question bank of these. Then for each topic, do a deep dive so that you're totally familiar with the topic, and then reduce it to 4 or 5 bullet points. And then either videograph yourself or sit in front of a mirror and practice. Because, and also see that your responses should be brisk, should be to the point, precise, and should not exceed 75 to 90 seconds.
Okay, sir. 75 to 90 seconds.
So as it is, yes, one final thing.
Yes.
This is a very formal occasion.
Sure.
So at one stage I caught you saying, "My bad, sir."
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir, for the mistake. No slang, nothing
Okay,
of that kind.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
While the panelists can be free with their language, you would have to maintain.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
So that's all from my side. I see you as an excellent candidate. And any questions? Actually, you would like to?
Can I tell you something? 3 things I have written.
Sir.
That you can talk slowly.
Sir.
You sometimes go super speed, and you can also speak less loudly,
Okay, sir.
softly, a bit softly,
Okay, sir.
and then also speak less.
Okay, sir.
Right? Don't go into the history or anything. Come to the point, main point.
Okay.
Nail it there.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Okay, sir.
So that would help you. Nothing more from my side. Thanks.
No, I only like to add to what Sir has just said, that the way you start speaking on any question, it seems you have not understood the main point of the question. Try and get what the question is being asked.
Okay, sir.
Not every question is, requires to go from the history up to the. It's not a written exam,
Okay, sir.
and we are short of time. See, so come to the exact point. What is being asked? If then the interviewer tells you that no, this is what, tell me about the history or tell me about this or that, that's fine. But you start from the main point that he has asked. For that, you have to understand the question first, take a moment or two to grasp what is being asked, and then start replying to the point. And what Sir has just said, if you have prioritized your answer to any subject in your preparation, then you will know what point is the most important one. Start from there and then go ahead. All right? All the best to you.
Thank you, sir.
When you write those bullet points,
Sir.
write them in order of priority.
Okay, sir.
Right.
All the best.
Thank you,
You'll
sir.
do well.
Thank
One
you.
last question. Since you aspire for a career in the civil services, you should be knowing this. Who has written A to Z of the civil services?
No
Yours
promotions. All right. Okay.
All right.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Huh, sir? No self promotions.
Best of luck.